Guys, what's going on? It's Chris. So I am doing a short video on this new Garmin chronograph that came out. I'm controlling it with my phone, but I'm gonna tip this camera down a little bit so you can see more on the table. So I recently got an email, and it was advertising this from a company I've bought some stuff from before in the past, Gray Ops. So I actually looked on Garmin because this is a Garmin watch. It's an Instinct Tactical Solar. It's a solar powered watch, and it's a smart watch, but it actually lasts like over a month from the solar power, and it's not a color screen, which I like it better this way, but some people might not. You like the smartphone effect. I like it more simple, but they have a color one that's solar powered as well. Anyways, the chronograph. So it's in the box. I did open it and I did test it out. I didn't really do much with the app or any of that kind of stuff. I kind of saved that for the video, but I put it back in the box. This is the same way it came. It just had plastic wrapping around the box. It just comes with a couple of small instructions. Here's the chronograph itself, which is very small, and almost the whole thing is a screen. So the front of it, that's all a screen. So when you turn it on, you'll see that you have a decent sized screen for such a small chronograph, and it comes with a small tripod. And when I saw the advertisement, I looked real quick on YouTube and I saw a video. Somebody had tested this against a true ballistic, it was a damn, what was the name of it? There was against a couple of other top of the line chronographs, and he was shooting up to well over 5,000 feet per second, and this thing tracked every bit of it. And it's the only one out of the three that were against it that actually kept up with every shot. And he went with everything from 20 caliber going about 1,000 feet a second to, you know, larger calibers going over 5,000 feet a second. And this thing tracked up to, I think it was like 5,300 feet per second. So it's amazingly accurate. It tracked even the small calibers, and you'll see I'm going to shoot some small caliber above the sound barrier with air guns, and I'm going to shoot large calibers. You know, I'm going to shoot the Rattler. I'm probably going to be going around 1,000 roughly, give or take. We'll see exactly, but I'm going to do a little bit of shooting with it, and I'm also going to set up the FX pocket Chrono. I don't have the true ballistic one because I went with this instead, and honestly this is $400 less, and I think it's a much better value personally. It's just my opinion. I don't know that that's, you know, that's a fact. I haven't tried that chronograph, but in my opinion this thing is accurate up to over 5,000 feet per second, so you can use it on any real guns. You can use it on all your air guns, and it says air guns up to 2,000, but I have a feeling even if it was able to go over 2,000, it would work. But you can enter this on this screen. You enter the weight so that it'll calculate the kinetic energy, and you hit yes, okay. And then I was shooting 55 grains. What am I going to shoot first? I'm going to do the 18 grains. No. I have the Scout out there, and it's in 25 caliber. That's going to be 40 grain. Okay, so we're going to go to 4 and 0. Okay, and then 5 to 15 inches from the barrel and from the muzzle. Okay, and it's ready to go. So I'm going to bring you guys out there. I'm going to take this off of my phone. See if I can just disconnect this. All right, so that should start coming up on the screen now so I can see what I'm doing. All right, Well, that was a big waste of time. Sorry about that. I didn't realize that when I disconnected the phone, it was going to stop the whole damn video. So anyways, I just moved out here, and I'm gonna do some shooting. So I have the Pro Chrono set up here, and I have the FX Pocket Chrono on the gun, and then I have the Garmin just below it, which is over here. So I'm gonna have the GoPro set up so you can see the screens while I'm shooting. So I have the GoPro over here. I'm gonna bring that down here and make sure that I have these in view so that you can see the screens of those. Let's see. All right, you guys know, if anybody's seen my videos before, you know that I do some pretty unique videos. I don't do much editing, and I kind of just do the video and bring you along for the ride. So let's see. So hopefully you guys have fun taking a ride with me, because that's just how I do it. And some people like it. It's not for everybody. Some people like it, some people don't. If you don't, you don't have to watch it. But I give you guys good information. I try to, at least. Okay, so that should be good. Let's start this going. All right. Oh, did I just stop it? Oh, it was going already. Oh, I have it on slow-mo too. I have to change that. That's for the other video. It's going to be on slow-mo when I'm recording the splitting the bullet. Okay, now we have to turn that chronograph on to this. This is the thing with the Pocket Chrono, is you can only read it. I mean, it's a couple $100 and you can only read it from a phone. You can't get any information from it if you don't have it connected to something, which kind of sucks. But anyways, I'm going to leave that one connected to this, and the Pro Chrono at least has a screen on it. But if those lights aren't lined up right, then that won't read either. So it's finicky, and I love that the Garmin is not finicky. Like, it reads it no matter what. It's really simple. Just put it between 5 and 15 inches from the barrel, and it does the rest. So, all right, here we go. Start doing some shooting. So, what, don't I have a phone stand somewhere? I'll put the phone with the velocity right there with the other one, so you can see everything between the two screens. You'll be able to see what's going on. All right, that should be plenty in view. Yeah, there we go. All right, so let's get this on and popping. I don't know if I cocked this or not yet. Yep. Oh, well, nothing in it. Oh.
898.
Okay, so immediately we have a difference in velocity. And that is not being the differentiating factor without reading the speeds because of the damn lights. I think that should do it there. Yeah, these lights are very temperamental. Well, I mean, it doesn't help that I've shot those rods a few times. So this is in 25 caliber, 40 grain. Oh, I just double loaded that. That was slow. Yeah, that was a double load. See, but the Pocket Chrono didn't even read it. So that's a good example. Did that one? No, that didn't read anything either.
898.
What's the error? That one, see, and it's off. It's actually going over 900 feet per second. And I know that that one's accurate because the Pro Chrono is actually, once you get it working, it's really accurate because it's measuring the time that it takes to go from one of those lights to the other, or rather the sensor underneath them. But that's a very accurate way to measure it. And that's the numbers I was getting. So it's the FX that's not accurate.
902.
All right, well, at least it's consistently inaccurate. Okay, I'm getting it reading on the Pro Chrono, and that's actually, but it's not the exact same as the Garmin, but it's very close to the Garmin compared to, it's at 9:15. I'm sure you can see, compared to 9:19 or 9:02. So it's a big jump. The FX is really not accurate.
923.
So now look, it's not consistently inaccurate. It's consistently inaccurate, but it's in both directions. It just went higher than the actual velocity, and that's at 919.8, and this goes to the tenth of a foot per second, which is pretty badass. But the Pro Chrono is at 916. So now I'm at 914 on the Garmin, 914.1, and 912 on the Pro Chrono, but 900 on the FX. So as you can see, it's consistently inaccurate. I don't know about their new chronograph, so I can't speak to it. I haven't tested it. I haven't had any experience with it, or even talked to anybody who has used it. But you know, it may be great, but I mean, it's $1,000, and I trust Garmin with anything. I mean, any of their equipment that they produce, they make top of the line, really top-notch stuff. They don't put it out if they don't make top of the line stuff. So that's why I knew this was going to be good. And also the video, that it was keeping up at 5,300 feet per second. It's incredible that that little tiny device can do that.
907.
So it's saying 907, but I'm at 919 and 920.7. So these two are pretty consistently accurate with each other. I'm going to move it even a little closer and see if that makes any difference. I don't know if it's going to or not.
$926.
See, it kept saying analyzing shot, but it's not actually changing the velocity until I shoot. So this thing's saying 926 now, and I'm at 919 on both of these.
$916.
And I'm at 912 and then 910. So, I mean, consistently, every single shot, the FX is different than these, and it just decides on its own, I guess, if it wants to be higher or lower. I don't know what is changing that. I don't know what's making it go higher or lower compared to the shot before it, since it's not going anywhere. It's mounted to the barrel, so it's not really anything that should be changing it, but apparently there is anyway. Let's fill this up real quick. All right. And I'll just finish off. I have one more magazine. I'll probably finish this one off and do a few more because it's almost empty right now. And then I'll try another gun.
$937.
And not, so, yeah, they're all different. This,
926.
This one's not tracking them right now. Let's see, data fields. Okay. Minimum, average, maximum. What can I change that to? Minimum, average, and then shot list data, deviation from average. I'd like to put the energy. Yep, kinetic energy there. All right. Let's change the display color. That'll probably help you guys see it better. Oh yeah, now I can make it white. There we go. And the backlight can go up actually too. Okay. Alright, I'm going to start a new session because I don't know why that one was not catching that correctly. Because this one hasn't done that at all yet. That's the first time it messed up at all. It might be the other radar right next to it. In fact, that could be messing them both up. Okay, and then I got 915.9 and 912. If that actually changed. I'm not sure if that one is still reading.
921.
So yes, it is reading. So that's at 910. This is at 912.8, and then 921. I don't know where that number came from. I never realized how far off this chronograph was. I've been going on bad information.
919.
Yeah, it's off on every shot. It's literally off on every shot. I'm eager to see it on the other guns too, and see if it's off consistently on all the guns.
916. 928. 921.
I don't know where it's getting these numbers.
916.
And that was a little closer.
928. 916. 916.
Well, that was a duplicate on pretty much, I think it was on all of them. It doesn't show me the last shot.
921.
And that was, yeah, it's way off again on that one.
923.
And way off still. But you notice the Pro Chrono and the Garmin are within a couple feet per second every shot.
921.
Yeah, they're still within 3-4 feet per second on every shot.
914.
And the FX is consistently 5 to 20 feet per second off.
916.
And just in case you're wondering, I'm making one big ass, well, the second big ass hole. My 25 caliber FX STX heavy slug liner barrel conversion on this gun is working phenomenally. It's incredibly accurate. There's another video on that where I did show how I made the barrel and also the accuracy.
921.
Yeah, every single shot. So I'm within 2 feet a second, or 1.9 between the Pro Chrono and the Garmin, and the FX is 6 feet off, or let's see, it's like 4.1 feet off, feet per second off.
921.
Now it's even further off, and they're still about the same apart with the Pro Chrono and the Garmin. 911 and 913.9. It's 2.9 feet per second, and then we go to 921. So that's 10 feet off of the Pro Chrono, and that's 10. It's going to be 7.9, 7 or 8.1. What is it? 21 minus 13.9 is going to be, it's going to be 7.1 feet per second off. So like I said, it's consistently between 5 and 20 feet per second off. I mean, that 4 and change was the closest it's been that I noticed.
926.
Yeah, that's almost 10 feet per second. It's more than 10 from the Pro Chrono. And it's 9 off from the Garmin. It's not good. So let's try it with a different gun. And it's gonna be, and so the FX is gonna kind of drop out here because once I start breaking the sound barrier, it can't even track it at all. So I'm gonna use my Rapid Airworks. I have that tuned to shoot 18 grain pellets, and it shoots 18 grain Diablo Exact at I'm shooting them around 1100 and change. You'll see exactly how much, but dead accurate. I left it that way and don't shoot slugs out of it because it's dead accurate with pellets at that velocity, which is a total anomaly, but it does it. We'll set the FX back up and see what good it's going to do us, which probably isn't any. It seems to not be able to be accurate even one time. And honestly, I haven't used this at the same time as the other one, so I didn't know that it was off. So every time I've been taking velocity results from that, it's been bad results, bad information.
$1,104.
And then I got 1113.3 and 1118.
1,111.
And then 1120.2 and 1124. So the FX dropped out there. That's 1127 and 1133. The FX can't track above a certain velocity, and usually it doesn't even keep up this high. 1111 is kind of high for it. Right about 1100 it usually drops out. Yeah, it's out completely. And now I'm getting far apart between these two, so I don't know which one is actually accurate. Yeah, now I'm getting closer to 10 feet per second between these two. Yeah, over 10 feet now. 5 feet apart. It blows my mind how accurate this thing is at this velocity. Okay. So they're pretty far apart with this gun too. That makes me want to test a really high velocity. So you know what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to put a mag full of pellets in my FX Impact, which is tuned for 41.5 grain slugs, and that should shoot well over what this one was. It should be in the high 12s, maybe even 13. So I'm just guessing, but we'll see. I want to try that because the higher velocity changed the dynamics a little bit. So let's see how that goes. Let's see, do I have one loaded with pellets? I don't, probably not. Oh, well, what do you know? I actually do. It's already loaded. Nice. Take this mag out. Oh shit. Maybe fire off that one. Let me get rid of this slug that's in the barrel real quick. And this I'm using, this had the modified impulse that I had on it for a while. And I'm using one of my suppressors. Honestly, they're much quieter than anything else I have or have tried. Especially, I've been making them in all different filaments, and the most recently, like the atomic nylon carbon fiber was great, but most recently I've been using PC carbon fiber, which is polycarbonate carbon fiber. It's like a real engineering grade filament. I mean, so is the other one, but for some reason this one is working even better. And my high temperature printer is coming in soon, and I'm very eager to try some of the filaments on that because it's an incredibly high accuracy rate. It's like 12.5 microns or something. It's very, very accurate printer, so I'm eager to try that. So this one's not going to be anything crazy fast. This is a 41.5 grain slug. Let's see how fast it's going.
935.
Okay. So they're all relatively close to each other on that one. That was not bad, but watch this. The FX is going to just drop right out. Yeah. So, but we're close together on the other two. Let's, let me fill this up. Okay. Let's see where my regulator is. It's actually kind of low, 150. I did turn it down. That's right. That's why I was shooting that slow with the slugs. I was trying to chase some accuracy recently. Wow, that's loud. That's like ear protection loud. This thing really breaks that sound barrier hard. There's no muffling that. When you break the sound barrier, there's no way to quiet that down. But you notice everything over just around 1100, the FX just is useless. It just can't track that fast. And I'm shooting an FX gun, and it can't even track its own gun. I really have nothing against FX. I actually love their guns. I have a lot of them, but their chronograph, I mean, I'm just going to be brutally honest no matter what it is. And their chronograph is sucking pretty bad right now. So let's change the, that doesn't show me, okay, so minimum, average, and maximum. Where do I want to put the foot-pounds of energy? Maybe I kind of like to have the average, maybe the minimum. Yeah, I mean, those are three good pieces of information to have, but I don't need them all the time. I'd rather have the energy. So let's try that. All right, let's go down. Session summary, data fields. Okay, minimum. Yeah, let's do minimum. we're going to bring that down to kinetic energy. Okay, back. Oh, actually, you know what? I'm going to go back to shot list data, and that's going to be, I can bring that back to standard deviation because I'm putting kinetic energy right on the screen. Back. And so it gives you some options. You know, you have something to work with on this. And display is pretty good resolution. And then you can pause the session, end the session. So I'm going to end the session because I'm going to change the grain weight so that the foot-pounds of energy is accurate. These are 18 grain, and I'm not sure 18 something, but I'll just put 18. So we're going to go over. And then 8. Okay. All right, so that'll give me accurate foot-pounds of energy on the bottom left. .4 foot-pounds of energy with an 18 grain pellet. And it's pretty consistent. But see, all that sound is really after it leaves the barrel. It's that sound barrier cracking. So I can definitely turn this up. I can make this go even faster. Let's see just real quick if that actually makes any difference between the two. I don't know if, well, yeah, I have a little bit of room. I can open this up. This might increase it, but I think I need to turn that reg up a little bit. I just need my small flathead. Okay. I'm just gonna open up this reg a little bit and see if we can get in the 13s and see what that does between the chronographs, because as far as air guns go, that's giving it a pretty good test. Let's see where my reg's at. All right, that's at 162.9, 163. All right, let's try it here. Uh, 1288, 1283. Yeah, this thing is humming, just about 13. Oof, so close. All right, we're gonna give it a little bit more, just to try to break that 1300. All right, 173, 174, 75 on the reg. Yeah, about 175. Yeah, buddy, 1319. Think that'll kill a squirrel? It's almost 70 foot-pounds of energy with a freaking 18 grain pellet. But when I use a heavier slug, it'll be even higher energy because the slug is carrying more energy downrange. So when I put the higher grain weight and the lower velocity, it'll be more energy than it is even right now. It's right at 70 almost, 69.3. Well, let's see how much kinetic energy it is when I'm shooting 165 grain slugs in a minute here. All right, let's get to that, why don't we? I'm sure you guys are eager to see that. I probably need to change the batteries in this. I think it's getting low. It might last long enough to do the one more gun. All right, let's get this big boy out and show these other guns what the heavy slugs are all about. Because there ain't another gun here that could shoot this heavy of a slug at all, really. I mean, you literally can't even fit a slug that heavy in almost any of these guns. And this can actually take a bigger slug than that. All right. Oh, and damn, I need to put a camera downrange. In one of the last videos I did, I told you guys I was gonna blow up that speaker with this gun, and I'm itching to do it, so I might have to put one of them downrange for you. This thing's a total air hog, so I have to leave it tethered, but it's kind of worth it because the thing is so goddamn powerful. Okay, let's turn that back on. Load this sucker up. Oh, it's half full already. I guess I have more in there than I thought. I don't know if you guys can see in the video, but the size of these, the depth of these chambers, I mean, I put a 200 grain in here, no problem. I mean, I don't know what would actually fit in it because the 200 wasn't all that tight. So it could probably fit more than that even. So it's a pretty incredibly powerful gun. Let's see just how powerful. Oh wow, that zoomed way in. Alright. That's over 1,000. Oh, let me put the right weight in here. Okay, let's go. No, yeah, 41 pounds of energy. You're right. Data fields. Okay. Oh no, I have to go back. I have to end session. Okay. And new session. This is going to be air rifle, yes. And now we're going to change this weight. Oh wait, no, I have to go back. This is going to be 165. Okay, okay. There we go. And at least the FX is still in. It's still off, but it's still in.
$928. 926.
There we go. That's 309 foot-pounds of energy.
$923.
You know what? I'm probably getting in the way with the bipod for you guys too. There we go. So they're actually more, well, at least these two are more consistent with each other. They're even closer together with the heavier slugs.
937.
914.
$926.
I think the radar is interfering with each other. I'm pretty sure it is. Let's put this over here. Yeah, it definitely was. As soon as I moved it a little further away, it was okay again. It's definitely the two radars messing with each other. Maybe that's what's making the FX be off. Who knows?
928.
310 foot-pounds of energy. 920.
921. 926. 1,002. 687.
Yeah, baby, come to daddy.
1,009.
See, that's funny. It got 1,009, and this is 1,000.9, and it's 1,003 on the Pro Chrono. So these are definitely obviously a lot closer together, and the FX is still, even with these big slugs, it's still further off.
997.
371 foot-pounds of energy. This thing is a beast.
1,014. 1,011.
360. I don't think I'm going to get too much higher than 370 something. That's almost 400 foot-pounds of energy out of an air gun. That's insane. I'm dying to do the ballistic testing for the coefficiency and the downrange energy and velocity with this gun. I'm definitely going to be doing that with. I'll probably use. I like 150, 165, the 180s, 200s are they go a bit slower. They're more in the like 900 range. I guess this one quit on me. I don't know what happened there. I guess that's got to have another segment. It quit in the middle of that one. I don't know why. It's got battery. It's got SD card volume left. Okay, 3 more and we're full. All right, so I got 15 shots. I'm going to do 15 more with this gun, and then that's pretty. I mean, the results are not really changing much. 1,003.5 and 1,004, and then 1,011. So, I mean, the FX is consistently inaccurate in whatever direction it feels like going. And these two are consistently close to each other within, you know, a few feet per second. A couple, one, half of one, it varies a little bit, but they're very consistent with each other. The FX is the only one that's not consistent with them. And I moved this one away, and it stopped, you know, doing that thing it was doing, trying to analyze a shot that hadn't been taken yet. It's definitely the radar messing with each other, but now it's not messing with the Garmin anymore, so it shouldn't be messing with the FX. But it's still not tracking it right.
1,682.
Wow. What the heck? Okay, so I got 1014, 1015.4, and 682. What the hell is going on here, FX? That's almost 380 pounds of energy. Holy shit. What is wrong with this thing? I mean, it was messing up the whole time, and now it's like messing up even worse for no reason.
$1,014. 900. 6. 900. 95. 182.
Did any of them track all of those? I'm gonna have to replay the video. I don't remember how many shots I was at before that, but I'm gonna do 3 quick again. So I'm at 16 shots, 1,004.4.
990.
16, that's 17. It only got 2 of those. So when I double tap, I didn't pay attention to the Pro Chrono, and I don't have that on the phone right now. But the Pro Chrono, no, the Pro Chrono must not have. Or maybe it did. No, because this one didn't. Maybe the Pro Chrono did get that third one. So that one might be better for rapid shooting, because the velocity would go down because I'm depleting the plenum. So that makes sense for it to go down to 931. But the FX, I don't even know what shot that was for the FX. I wasn't really paying attention. Let's see, the last 5. Oh, well, it was so far off, I can't even go by that. It's not going to help me at all.
1,016, 687.
So neither of them got both of those. So it doesn't like double taps, neither of them. None of the radars seem to like double taps.
988.
And that's at 1012 and 1011. So it's not 988, obviously. I mean, after that 600 debacle, I'm really looking at the FX chronograph in a whole different way. Like, it's no wonder they gave it to me for free with the gun. And it just didn't even read that one at 1006. Ah, you fucker. Well, I was just going to finish that magazine, but that was so unsatisfying, I'm just going to take one more shot. And then I am going to just do the Leshy real quick, because I did want to just Chrono that real quick and see how my velocity is doing with 40 grain 25 caliber slugs. And 40 grain for that gun is a pretty big slug. And I if I remember correctly, it was shooting right around, I think, 1050. I'm not sure, because I was going back and forth from that and 26 grain pellets, because they were the exact same weight as the incendiary pellets that I was shooting, and I was getting it accurate with those, which actually was the same. The accuracy didn't change, which is pretty dramatic to go from 40 grain slugs to 26 grain pellets and still be accurate. And it was still dead on accurate.
1,014.
Yeah, no, so none of them got that second shot except the Pro Chrono. I think it got it. I don't know. I wasn't actually watching it that closely.
682.
See, now it would have gotten it that. Or maybe it did.
682. 684.
I don't know, but one thing's for sure. I'm disappointed in the FX Pro Chrono, and I'm very impressed with this gun. But that's not any breaking news. I've been impressed with the gun. It is breaking news about the Chrono, though. I did not realize that that FX was that far off, or off at all, in fact. I just assumed that it wasn't because it's FX, but unfortunately, it's all signs are pointing to that FX chronograph being pretty far off. But as far as the Garmin, which is the point of the video, it seems to be very consistent and very accurate. It just doesn't like double taps. That's the only downfall I can find with it so far. Which is actually, I didn't do very much testing with it before this video at all. I did actually, frankly, very, very little. I didn't really have a lot of time. I had recently had a snowstorm, and I was out plowing snow, so I didn't really get much time to do much of anything like this video. That's why I'm doing it right now. But anyways, I didn't use it much is the point. I kind of wanted to save it for this video, and I wanted to do this video the first time I used it, but I didn't have enough time to do that. I had to prep for the snow. So I'm doing it now, but anyways, and I also want to finish my video on splitting the bullets and hitting 2 targets, which I thought was fascinating. I've been wanting to do that since I discussed it with somebody at one of the competitions. I don't remember which one, but I talked about that with someone there, and it has been on my mind since. I just never got around to doing it, and I finally welded a couple of pieces of steel onto a lawnmower blade, sharpened it up, and it's on the A-frame that I have holding up my little bullet trap downrange, and it's holding that up, and it's the it's holding up the bullet trap, but it has the blade screwed into it with those 2 steel pieces that I turned in the brackets and welded them on and screwed them into that. So it's fastened pretty good. I've already shot through it and split it and hit 2 targets. I'm trying to do it accurately, though. You guys will see if you watch that video. I do need to put some air in this one, and I probably should have put a bipod on it. I usually use this gun outside, so I don't really need a bipod. I don't usually ever use one on it. That's a 270 bar, that's good. I hate that it always pulls. I hate these plugs. That's the only downfall, is that this gun has the freaking stupid plug, fill plug. All right, what do I have in here? Anything? 3 shots. All right, ready? Let me zoom this in a little bit. .928, 909, and 907. So I guess it was more like 900. About 925. Gotta reload it. Alright, I'll do one more magazine with this just to see the difference between one magazine and the next, and between the 3 chronographs with this gun and the velocity of this gun with the way I have it tuned, which I can absolutely make this much more powerful. I already have. I've made it very powerful, way more powerful than it is now. I've had it shooting over 1,100 feet per second with these for this small gun. It doesn't look that small, but that's a lot of suppressor. Plus, when the stock's folded up, makes a big difference. It's a to-go gun. Oh, the FX would probably work better if I put it on it. That's my fault. You gotta at least give it a fair chance, even though it hasn't stopped screwing up this whole time. Maybe now it will. Let's see. Or 923, or 920.
926.
Well, it's actually closer than it has been.
928.
Yeah, it's a little closer than it was to the others.
800.
what the hell happened there.
928.
And now it's close again. It knocked my targets over because this thing is blowing a lot of air. These hammerless guns, man, they have a lot of punch. So I'll just finish off this mag and then wrap this video up.
924. 898.
Oh, it was. Oh, yeah. Well, it's still off, but it's not as far off as I thought. The back-to-back shots empty the plenum. Oh, and that's the last round. This thing's got a big plenum, but that's why it's got so much power. This was a 357 that I bought as a 357 or 9mm, whatever, and same difference. But I turned it into a 25 caliber because of that plenum. So that's the only way that you can get that 137 cc plenum. You can't buy it afterwards. They don't sell it individually. I tried, but I'm glad that I did it, because that's why I did it, because I knew this had 137 cc plenum, and that's a huge plenum for a gun like this, especially. That's bigger than the Impact. I think it's even bigger than the Panthera, and it definitely made this thing capable of reaching the velocities that it has. But anyways, the Garmin chronograph is a total green light. So if anybody is in the market for a chronograph, this thing is badass. It's, I mean, it doesn't like rapid fire, but generally when you're testing it for velocity, you're not rapidly firing anyway. So I don't see a big problem with that. I mean, it is a downfall. If you're going to be shooting fast, it's probably not going to catch every shot. But when it does catch them, it's very consistent. It catches every shot. It doesn't miss shots when they're not back to back. It hasn't missed one shot out of any of the guns. And that's everything from a 22 caliber tiny 18 grain pellet going 1,300 plus feet per second to a 357 165 grain slug going 1,000 feet per second. And, you know, some stuff in between. 25 calibers. I don't think I shot any 30s, but it's been consistently on top of it. So nothing got by it except for the double taps. So any bolt action gun, you're going to get every shot. All right. So anyways, at least you guys got to see how this thing works with me. One of my first times trying it, I didn't really do much with it before this video, but it's a badass little chronograph, and I'm not surprised. Garmin, you rock. All right, guys. Appreciate all of you, and have a good day.